It's Philip from Pacific Coast Yacht Sales. We're on board our 3288 Bayliner. It's a 1992 running a pair of 150 Hino diesels. We're doing a signature startup video on this boat. It's a great running machine. The engine hours are, it has 1598 on the port engine and 1970 on the starboard. I believe that the key was left on the starboard side on, and the true hours are the 1490. But we're representing what the hour meters show. That is how the owner got the boat. He said that's what was told to him, that one of the keys was left on, which is a plausible reason. You leave the ignition key on, the hour meter continues to click over. He is the second owner. He's owned it for the majority of his life. Since the late 90s, he's owned the boat, and it's a 1992. So he's had it for the majority of its life. He's done lots of maintenance, ongoing oil changes, servicing, etc. We're doing a quick startup. Dead cold start. It's a cold day here. I'm going to give it a touch of throttle. I only have one hand to start it. Do that on both starts. So these boats have a preheat on them. You turn the key, you're going to hear the low oil pressure alarm. You hit the preheat, you hear the voltage drop a little bit. Hold it for 15 seconds or so. Crank it over. The engine fires up right away. Quick look at the temp gauge so you can see that's a dead cold start. Half a tank of fuel, a little bit less than half, charging 13.75 volts. Got lots of oil pressure, 1200 RPMs. As I always like to do, I like to go to the back and show you the smoke coming out of a diesel engine, showing you that it's not all black like. Nice and clear. That's a dead cold start on these engines. They run remarkably well. It's a typical Hino run boat. They run smooth, they run clean. They're great marine engines. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the port side. Here we go. Turn the ignition key. Hit the preheat. 15 seconds. That's a low oil pressure alarm because there's no oil pressure right now. And then crank it over. Wham, exactly the same thing. You're gonna just touch up the RPMs a touch. So they're about the same as you can see on the dash. Again, quick look at the dash panel. No reading on the temp gauge. Oil pressure. The oil pressure gauge does not work on the lower station. It does work on the upper station. We'll go up there and I'll show you that. Quick disclosure on that. Quick look out the back on the port side. And again, the exact same thing, nice and clean. We're looking through the plastic. Let's just go up to the upper bridge here so you can see the gauges up top. And there's the oil pressure right there on that port side. Good oil pressure. Again, the temp's not showing yet because it's a dead cold start. Over here on the starboard, we've got 13.75, lots of oil pressure. Temp gauge still hasn't come up yet. 1200 RPMs, roughly 1100 on the port side. Nice boat, nice running boat. That's a dead cold start. Pacific Coast Yacht Sales.ca. 28 years in business. We're bonded and licensed in Washington State, and we're a certified broker in British Columbia. Thanks for watching our startup video on our 3288 Bayliner motor yacht. Thanks for watching.